Hello everyone and welcome to the first edition of Sports Corner with Cole. I'm Cole Young and I'll be bringing you sports updates and previews weekly here on this day. And there's no better way to start than to be previewing the biggest sporting event in the country, the Super Bowl. This year's shaping up to be a game to remember as former Heisman winner Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals take on our home team, the Los Angeles Rams. Something to note, before the 2021 Super Bowl, no Super Bowl in history was ever a home game for either team. Now, for the second year in a row, a team will compete in the Super Bowl in their home stadium. The Bengals' high-powered offense took down the reigning Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs in the conference championship to earn their spot in the Super Bowl for the first time in over 30 years. The always dynamic Joe Burrow is excelling in his first ever playoff run, throwing for 842 yards and 4 touchdowns in the last 3 games alone. His star rookie receiver, Jamar Chase, has been a dominant force out wide, ending his first year with 1,455 yards and 13 touchdowns. He will definitely be a player to watch as the Rams try to slow him down this coming Sunday. The Bengals aren't too weak on defense either, with defensive end Trey Hendrickson bringing home 14 sacks this season. The secondary is full of talented defensive backs who all combined for 13 interceptions in 2021. For the NFC, the Rams defeated a tough San Francisco defense to earn their spot in the Super Bowl for the second time in just 3 years. A point to remember is Joe Burrow has been sacked a league-leading 51 times this year, including 9 sacks against the Titans in the divisional round. With future Hall of Famers like Aaron Donald and Von Miller dominating the trenches, the Rams defense should be able to take advantage of an, at times, subpar offensive line for Cincinnati. Donald racked up 12.5 sacks this season, while Miller tallied 5 in only 8 games after being traded from the Denver Broncos. This defense is seemingly an unstoppable force. On the other side of the ball, however, things aren't too bad either. Veteran quarterback Matthew Stafford became part of the Rams before the start of the season and hit the ground running. He threw for 4,886 yards and 41 touchdowns in his first year in LA. Most of those targets were to wideout Cooper Kupp, who fell just 17 yards short of the NFL record for receiving yards in a single season. The Bengals defense will look to slow down this duo if they hope to keep the Rams from scoring big points. Along with Kupp, Odell Beckham Jr. has proven to be a dangerous weapon for the Rams after being traded by the Cleveland Browns earlier in this season, so he will need to be contained by the Bengals secondary as well. A few quick interesting storylines revolving around this year's game. 14 of the last 17 Super Bowl champions have worn white jerseys, and the Rams will be rocking the white uniforms this Sunday. This is also the second time in history 2 former #1 overall picks will be matching up, with Matthew Stafford and Joe Burrow at the helm of their respective offenses. The only other time this happened was in the 2015 season when Peyton Manning and the Broncos took down Cam Newton and the Panthers in Super Bowl 50. Another big headline is that both teams might be missing their star tight ends, with Bengals' CJ Uzomah and Rams' Tyler Higbee both questionable to play this Sunday. This is also the first time in NFL history that the most sacked quarterback, Joe Burrow, will appear in the Super Bowl. So let's get down to my predictions. The Rams are currently a 4.5-point favorite to win. They'll be playing with a home field advantage and a dominant defensive front. The Bengals, however, have a high-powered, big play caliber offense that can and will get hot and change the momentum of a game. Cincinnati also seems to thrive as the underdogs and will give any team a run for their money. I have to go with my gut and predict the Rams will be hosting Lombardi Trophy at home this year. Look for lots of passing, defensive highlights, and electric home crowd. The big game is going to be a thrilling matchup between 2 of the best quarterback wide receiver duos we've seen recently, and we will get to watch 2 of the best pass rushers in history compete for a ring in LA. It's all going down this Sunday, February 13th at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Kickoff's at 3:30 p.m. The playoffs this year have been full of wild games and last-second victories, so I'm hoping the streak continues this Sunday. Tune in next week for the Super Bowl recap to see if my predictions were correct. This has been Sports Corner with Cole. I'm Cole Young.